Hello! Welcome to another Post to Post. Today is Tuesday, August 27th, everyone's favorite 27th day of the month. We're here with John, Drummer John. He's cool. And the brothers of discussion, Will and Grayson. Hello!
What's going on? What a hell of an introduction that was. I'm feeling the love.
That was so awkward. It was painful and fun.
That's what happens when we don't plan before we start.
Exactly.
We need to get a recording of Wes's intro, so when he's not here, we could just play it. For anybody who doesn't know, Wes is on location this week. He's scouting out Montreal Pro Wrestling. He'll have some reports next week for us.
Exactly.
Well, he better. You know he's just going to get drunk and hang out.
With them French hookers.
I don't blame them. They're lovely people.
Outside of the hookers, I mean, drunk and hanging out, you know that's what we would be doing too.
Oh yeah, there would be no work done. I'd probably go to that arcade bar if I was in Montreal. That place is pretty cool. Go get some poutine.
I'd go back to Poutineville for sure.
Yeah,
that place is amazing. Head over to that deli and get one of those delicious Montreal smoked meat sandwiches. Oh,
for anybody in the DC area, round trip tickets, $213.
Out of Dulles.
I haven't been here for a couple weeks, vacationing and working, and I haven't been able to get my wrestling talk on.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we didn't do anything last week, I don't think.
Yeah, we didn't. It just, John wanted to start early, and then I knew it wouldn't be able to start early. So I was like, you know what? It's a slow week. I'll just be like, let's do it next week. So.
Well, for our 3 fans out there, we apologize. Didn't mean to let you guys down.
Hey, no. 3.5.
3 and like 20.
Swoggle listens to the podcast, okay?
That's Swoggle.
I've already asked him to name drop us at Starcast, so maybe at the very unlikely 4, we can get a table.
Yes. Maybe. That's everyone, that is the end game of this podcast, to just get us the wrestling show/conventions for free.
Dude, we'll give you all the publicity we can muster.
And someone hook me up with that David Arquette Hardcore Once t-shirt. There's only 22 of them at the 2020 apparel table at StarCast 3. So hook your boy up. You'll get your kickback.
All right, so, gentlemen, we've taken a week off. Only thing that's really been popping has been New Japan.
You know nothing about Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Shh. We'll get into the soaps later, things.
Days of our lives, Will. Ever since Passions ended, all I've got is Seth and Becky. I had Cena and Bella, but look at that. That triangle never ends. I'm over it. That one is Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Die. Oh my God. Alright, I'm gonna get off on a tangent about that. Been around my mother too much growing up. So let's move past that.
Where do we want to kick it off at? We want to kick it off in Japan. We want to talk about King of the Ring.
Will brought it up. Let's go with these Super Juniors, man.
Super J.
Oh, man, the Super J Cup. I've been too busy with the start of the year to even watch any of it, but I've been keeping track of the brackets over the past few days because it's one of the few New Japan tournaments that goes by super fast. But,
yeah, this one does go by pretty fast. I feel like it just was announced, and it's already, halfway done.
The finals are, tomorrow.
Yeah, see? Over halfway done.
So, let's see. 2 weeks ago at the last show, we made some predictions about things and possible ideas. I know that...
My boy lost.
Yeah.
He made it in red.
Yeah. First round. And,
but it was a hell of a 30 minutes. So.
Mm-hmm. And Bone Soldier went out in the first round.
Yeah,
he was my pick. I wasn't on that show, but I'm loyal to Bullet Club. That's who I wanted to see take it.
That's why I said El Phantasmo. He's also Bullet Club.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. El Phantasmo's not? When did he leave? Because Eagles left.
Oh, I'm thinking Ricky Eagles. Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic. So Ricky Eagles
Yeah,
left.
Phantasmo beat pants off of Eagles in the first round.
Yeah.
But
TJP had to be Clark Connors. Like, even did now.
yeah,
I don't even know who Clark Connors is, to be fair. Sorry, Clark.
yeah. I was sad that Taguchi went out in the first round too.
Yeah.
But
Well, he went out in the wait, Taguchi?
No.
I thought he went out in the second. He won the
Nope.
first.
oh yeah, he did go over. That's
He
right.
beat,
My bad.
he beat Gresham.
Yeah, he beat.
He
Gresham.
lost to Lee.
Yes. Taguchi, he's become enhancement talent that still goes places.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, pretty much prediction-wise, I thought on the second bracket where Taguchi and everyone was, I really thought Bushi was going to take it, but Bushi was out the first round.
Can't mess with that. Mexican sensation Caristico.
God. Who was
Cara
it?
meets Mystico.
Was it you or Wes that said Botch City?
It's a mutual agreement because when he debuted, it was Botch City, 100%. Like, it was just bad. And, not even the fancy lighting could hide the botch. Let's dark the outside, but keep a nice bluish yellow tint on the inside, and you still saw it. It was bad. I think he fucked up his entrance, which was jumping off a trampoline, going over some ropes. That was pretty bad. Like, yeah. Well, good for him. He beat Bushi.
Yeah, he beat
Beat
Bushi.
Soberano Jr.
He beat that, but he couldn't handle Dragon Lee.
Actually, I just realized the J-Cup ended.
Oh, did it?
It ended on the
last day
25th.
Yeah.
Did it end?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
The
done.
25th.
I thought
It's
it was
over.
the other day. I don't know who won.
Okay. Well, I can go ahead and keep it going. Let's just keep talking about it. So,
Yes,
Osprey beat Show. That was
Yeah,
cool.
that was pretty good.
Phantasmo beat TJP, which is a very good thing. Lee beat Taguchi.
Yeah.
Whatever, Caristico, I don't care. Dragon Lee beat Caristico. Good. Phantasmo beat Osprey. So, it was Phantasmo and Lee in the finals. And your boy, Phantasmo, got the win.
Excellent. I'm beyond pleased with that because that was my prediction for the win.
That was your prediction for the win?
Yes, it was.
So that means you have to record a video of doing some sort of sing-along, probably something of the Scruff McGruff variety.
I doubt that will ever happen.
Don't do it, Halens!
It's so bad. That was too much. That day was ridiculous.
Nobody needs that crack and cocaine.
I like how we named that episode.
I know.
It was the best name for it, man. Oh, God. Remember, Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. Don't take a bite out of crime. Fun fact, he got busted for marijuana. I think he got 11 to 16 years in jail. Got busted for seeds and intricate growing plans.
Oh my.
Yeah, Scruff McGruff.
He went hard.
But let's change subjects. How about that King of the Ring tournament?
How about that coming back from the dead and out of nowhere? I honestly thought it was going to be a pay-per-view in and of itself, like back in the day, but apparently they've decided.
Oh, they haven't done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Who was the last winner, anyways? Was that fucking was that Barrett, Wade Barrett, back when he was still there?
They did it 4 years ago. It was the last time they did King of the Ring.
That's fine.
And I think Barrett was already gone by then. This is gonna hit me, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, damn it, that's right." Hold on, let me see. Winners list.
Nobody.
2015, Wade Barrett. Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah.
Woo! Go
Sure
Grace.
enough.
He defeated Neville, defeated Pac.
Boo.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Just at least the next one gets crowned in Charlotte. I won't be there, but that's where they get crowned.
It'll be Baron Corbin.
Oh man, we can only hope that someone gets like a freak injury and fucking Jimmy King comes out of nowhere, Oliver Platt, and crowns someone and becomes King of the Ring, and we get ready to Rumble too.
Yes.
I will rule you.
Just as soon as I finish this here beer. Daniel Sinclair!
I would like them to just do Ready to Rumble, even just turn it into like an Adult Swim animated series. Get Arquette and all those guys back since they've kind of aged out of the roles themselves, and then just run it through a cartoon so they never age and it's totally over the top ridiculous.
I'd be cool with that. That'd be fun. It'd be way better than anything Hulk Hogan related.
Yeah. And then
it's running all the way to September 15th at Clash of the Champions, where we have a Raw finalist versus a SmackDown finalist.
Yeah, I find it interesting they did that, but it makes sense because they got the brand split. I think I read that they are going to kill officially the brand split.
Yep.
Or was it kill
They're
or
going to keep it? They're going to get rid of the wild card.
Yeah, that's it. When the Fox deal kicks in.
Yeah, I heard they were going to get rid of the wild card.
Which is good. Fuck that wild card bullshit.
Even if they get rid of wild card, we're still going to see it with the women's tag titles. You're still going to have people cross by. They say they're going to kill it, but I don't see them killing it.
I'm okay with just the champions, but make it. I'm okay with just the champions, like kind of going over and defending over there or doing something, but not like every single week, like once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like have a champion, not all of them, not like let's rotate all 4 champions each week of the month. No, just like special attraction, one time a month. Here's your Raw Tag Champions Open Challenge or something. I don't fucking know.
They're gonna have your women's tag champions on both shows. You're gonna have the roll up champion on both shows.
Yeah,
that's my name for the 24/7 title. The fruit roll up championship. And then once they kill 205 Live, we're going to see the Cruiserweight champion on both shows also.
So how official is the death of 205 Live now?
Reporting it first here.
All right. Because I know, honestly,
official.
honestly, it feels like that's been rumored and threatened for flipping years now.
Yeah, I've heard it's picked up steam though. Like it started to kind of come into its own groove. But I mean, they'll pull the plug on something good real quick.
Well, they pulled a lot of the big names off of there.
Yeah,
Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy, and then they put some of the guys over on NXT and NXT UK. So I mean, yeah, who the hell you got left? Drew Gulak and Tony Nese with Brian Kendrick.
I love Brian Kendrick. I wish he was still relevant.
Him and Paul London, the Rabbit Tribe.
Was it Brian Kendrick? Not Brian Kendrick. Paul London, the one that was just laughing at Vince McMahon when he was supposed to be serious on video or on camera. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I'd love to bring back that tag team, the Hooligans.
I remember 2 years back they brought back the Headbangers, and it was the greatest thing in the world.
I loved the Headbangers back in the day.
Mosh and Thrasher, man.
Oh yes.
Do you guys? Okay, so
the Flying Nuns.
King of the Ring first round recap. Samoa Joe beats Cesaro. Cedric Alexander beats Sami Zayn. Elias beats Kevin Owens. Andrade beats Apollo Crews. Ricochet beat Drew McIntyre. And Baron Corbin beat The Miz. And then tonight we've got Ali versus Buddy Murphy, which is literally going on in front of my face.
It's going to be Ali.
Yeah, I think. Well, no, I don't think so. because Buddy Murphy has been getting some serious momentum on SmackDown. He got a victory over Daniel Bryan last week.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he beat DB. That's right.
Yeah, so I don't think Ali's going to take this. I think Ali getting injured when Kofi Kingston took over for him kind of, put a couple of
damper
in his ride. So
yeah.
I think Buddy Murphy's the hot cruiserweight right now in SmackDown. So I don't see Ali taking it. I think Buddy Murphy's going to take it. And then we got
Chad and Shelton
going on tonight also.
I want to say Gable, but I feel like they're going to give Shelton because he's got a name, so Andrade has a name to beat.
Yep. I agree 1,010%. Plus, Gable hasn't solidified his new character yet. He's still just filler talent. And rumor is he might actually be changing his name.
I'm okay with his name. I'd be more okay just straight up with like a gimmick change of some sort. Like, I don't know, just make him just pissed off. He seems like he'd just be pissed off if I was him. So.
Oh, well, you were right. Ali beat Murphy.
I called it. Eat a bitch.
I called it. Eat a bitch.
Damn, my logic is failing me again.
You don't mess with SummerSlam 100% winner.
Keep it 100, baby.
Conan.
That's a name drop. You guys, give us a shout. Hey.
Come on, Disco. I'm still your fan.
It's good.
I was there when you were hanging out backstage under the stairs in TNA. I remember.
Well,
Clint Gilberti.
Now to bring you back to King of the Ring for a moment, is the winner going to get a sweet ass robe and a crown?
Yeah.
If they fucking don't, then they fucked up.
Well, they've been having the
chair and the scepter
and everything, and Baron Corbin went and sat in it last night, and it looked fucking legit, dude. I'm not gonna lie. He's got his tank top on because he's not wearing the TGI Fridays vest anymore.
Oh.
So he's got his tank top on, and he's got the crown on his head, and he's holding the scepter. He doesn't have the robe on, but I'm just like, I can get behind that, dude. Everyone already fucking hates him as it is. Let him take the King of the Ring because they're not going to belt him anytime soon. Let him get that, and it'll give people even more reason to hate him.
This actually, I'm okay. So, as we all know, I think Corbin has piss off heat. Like, get the fuck away. I feel like that could transpire into just good heel heat if he did win, but legitimately. No cheap tactics, just him being a dick and just winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no outside interference, no low blows, like true clean victories, just pure heel wrestling without the dirty wins.
Yeah.
And that could change his heat from piss off heat to, you know what? Just a straight up fuck that guy. But I want.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's what he needs. I mean,
yeah, because I'm at the level I don't want to see him. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck you. Get off the TV. But if he, because like it was more of he was just fucking annoying. And then as long as it doesn't turn into Booker T, I made a reference to that last time. Just don't put Queen Charmel in there saying King Booker. Don't give him a lady valet saying King Corbin, some bullshit like that. Don't do it. Just let him be a king.
Okay, so
I kind of also don't want him to become King Corbin in the sense like everyone who wins becomes King whatever. Like fucking Mabel became King Mabel, old Viscera back in the mid-90s.
Well, I liked how Owen Hart became the King of Hearts. He didn't change
that
anything.
Was okay.
That was solid.
Okay. That was just a moniker change, not a character change. That was
I know. It was perfect.
But and then Booker T became King Booker T. Like, don't do that. Just be like how it was. I think Steve Austin didn't do anything crazy with.
I know.
It was the birth of Austin 3:16.
Yeah.
Harley Race became King Harley. Haku became King Haku. Randy Savage became Macho King. It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
A lot of those choices were bad.
Yeah, I would like them to.
Triple H was the king of all kings.
The King of Kings.
But it wasn't. I don't think it was around that time though.
No.
Oh, Triple H.
But we get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So the Chad Gable thing, the name that has been trademarked by WWE that he may be getting is Shorty G.
The fuck?
And they're going to say that they're going to compete with AEW with the name Shorty G for Chad Gable.
God.
Is he going to be like a fucking discount John Cena Thugonomics era? Like, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it
I
sounds
have
like
no
to me.
idea. Apparently, it's got something to do with his height because he was doing an interview and Shelton Benjamin was in the background putting a sign on the dressing room door saying that you have to be this height to get into King of the Ring. And then WWE trademarked the term Shorty G as a wrestling name.
Oh,
and
God damn
has it that he's going to be getting it.
Watch it be like some bullshit storyline, like, oh, if you lose this match, I get to choose your name, and then he loses, and it's like, yo, Shoulder G. Like, oh my god.
It's sad how I can see that happening.
It's so stupid. It is so stupid. The name is stupid. No. If you're doing that, you might as well just, like, call it Shawty.
Shawty.
Shawty G.
SHAWT.
Double
IE.
No, double E.
Oh, Shawty.
SHAWT double EG.
It's already there. Oh, shit. That's too much. John didn't think that joke was funny.
Actually,
it's funny it just came to mind because I was randomly thinking about Sugar Hill Gang with Master G. MASTER G to the double E.
Nicely done.
Oh man. All right, but who do you guys think will take it? I guess we've the people still in it: Mojo, Ricochet, Alexander, Corbin, Elias, Ali, Andrade, or since they're not done, Gable, Benjamin.
I'm going with Corbin. He's getting promoted from Baron to King.
I could see that being their only logical reason. Really.
Yes.
He hasn't been around since friggin' he lost to Rollins. In fact, Lacey Evans just made her face known on SmackDown because she hasn't been around since that match with Becky Lynch and Rollins. But he's had enough time to cool off. Vinnie Mac loves the guy. I can see it happening.
Mm-hmm. True enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been wrong about other stuff like Buddy Murphy tonight, so who the hell knows?
I think Corbin is a safe pick, but I'm going to go, as I mentioned earlier, prior to our broadcast, to Elias. Just because, who the fuck else other than Corbin?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Samoa Joe, they've been on and off on Joe. Ricochet, on and off on Ricochet. Cedric hasn't been truly relevant since Cruiserweight Champion, and before that, when he got his standing ovation. Andrade, all I know him now is Charlotte's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't see Elias because he's too ingrained in the 24/7 title hunt. He's the current champion right now. Unless something happens in the next 3 weeks to take that belt off of him and remove him from that entire situation, I don't see him going past the next round.
All right, here it is. Here's what's happening. He's going to be the 24/7 champion. He's going to be in the finals of the King of the Ring. He's going to face Baron Corbin, and then Corbin's going to win, become the 24/7 champion and King of the Ring.
That's honestly what I was thinking. Just that I was like waiting for a second to slide that one in there, and then boom, you got it.
Damn.
Heel versus heel in the finals?
Might as well. Fuck it. It's not like they do anything else right.
Perfect. I mean, I'm still with John's choice of Corbin winning just because it is flawless WWE logic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason. Like, it makes perfect sense for them.
Or it could be Samoa Joe, you know? They already had King Haku, might as well do King Samoa Joe.
King Joe.
Why are you sounding like Wes?
I don't know. He's channeling his inner West. We missed him.
I'm just trying to bring I'm just trying to bring the flair.
Yes.
Bring the flavor. That Cajun flavor.
Oh man, I need to go to Popeyes then, right?
I was just about to go there.
Get that new sandwich.
Let's go over the friggin' pond for NXT UK Cardiff
Oh,
going
wow.
on this Saturday.
Is there any chicken involved?
No.
Fish and chips and Tony Storm, basically.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
good.
fish and chips and Tony
I
Khan.
mean, Tony Khan loves chicken.
Oh, we'll talk about that Tony Khan money here shortly. Talk about that AEW All Out going on this weekend that we couldn't get friggin' tickets for.
I know. Goddamn number 14,000 in line. Some bullshit. Yeah.
Well, Grayson was 9,000.
Yeah.
I know. This motherfucker's buying 100 tickets apiece.
Fucking crazy ass shit. I'm debating right now on trying to hit that Charlotte one. I don't really have money to spend on it, but maybe I could just go in nosebleeds just to go.
I mean, even the floor tickets aren't going to be that much, man. Like,
Anything over $50 is too much for me right now.
floor,
I hear you there, buddy. I'm saving up for a wedding. That's why I'm getting that Uber money.
There you go.
Floor and first tier balcony were $90 at my show, with the exception of the first 3 rows that were $250 because those were the one with the collectible chair.
Yeah.
But $90 after that, and then it just went down and down and down from there. Like, I don't know what it was with the system before. I guess all like the regular seats sold out, or it lagged so hard, so we wound up having to pay floor prices for like the first 3 row prices for the good first tier seats.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is.
That's true. Yeah.
But I'll be there, so that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, you'll be at that first one, man. If they got any good T-shirts, go ahead and take a look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For
I expect plenty of photographs.
Oh yeah, they will be done. Enough photographs where I may actually have to make an Instagram account for the show.
Nice.
There you go. All right, so UK Cardiff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the match card in front of me if we want to run it down.
Who's still left in NXT UK anyway?
Well, Cesaro is supposed to show up over there.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
The word is that he's supposed to show up over there, and, well, you know his old partner Chris Hero's over there,
Yeah.
Cassius Ohno, so are we going to see the Kings of Wrestling reunited?
Who knows? But but right now their bread and butter is Walter. They're
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
high on Walter.
Yeah, and he's going to
and then,
get Tyler Bate for the belt.
Yeah, and they've still got Tyler Bate, who's the first champ, right? The first UK NXT champ.
So here's the card, bottom to top. We got Travis Banks versus Noam Dar. Again, another 205 guy who they moved over.
no.
Yeah, Travis Banks is pretty cool, though. I dig on him. I'll take Banks. What the fuck? I'll take Travis.
I was gonna say Banks. I don't see Noam Dar doing shit.
I'm gonna go with Dar just because.
Because he was with Foxy Love.
Actually, just because I don't know who either of them are, and I like the way his name sounds more.
Sounds like a G.I. Joe, huh?
The Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar. All right. Next up, we got Dave Mastiff versus Joe Coffey in a last man standing match. Joe Coffey is part of that group that Walter, Mark Coffey, Wolfgang, and Alexander Wolf are all part of. I can't remember.
Gallus?
Yeah, Callis.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Coffey on that with some interference.
I was leaning Mastiff because I've seen him wrestle, and he was pretty burly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking Mastiff. I think Coffey's gonna drop it.
Well, if he drops it, he'll be the only for Gallus that drops that night because I see Mark Coffey and Wolfgang taking the NXT UK tag titles.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I was thinking I think the only person of that faction gonna win was gonna be fucking
Walter.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's gonna keep the belt over Tyler Bate, but but I digress. God damn it. Tag team title. Zach Gibson and James Drake, who are the champions, versus Mark Andrews, Mandrews, and Flash Morgan Webster, and Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Triple threat tag team, triple threat match for the NXT UK titles. Unless the Kings of Wrestling reunite and make it a four-way dance, I'm going with Coffey and Wolfgang.
I'm just gonna say this. I kind of lost you after the word Flash and before Stir.
Flash Morgan Webster.
Yeah, Morgan Webb.
Oh boy. I can see why you got interrupted there.
Yeah.
The brown cow.
I miss you, Morgan Webb. I miss you, X-Play. So sad.
Yup.
Oh well. What can you do? And Adam Sessler, dude. Adam Sessler was cool. He was like really nerdy and kind of like neurotic. He had that good vibe. I don't know. He had that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think Gibson Drake may keep it, but I can see Gallus winning. I don't know much about Andrews and Webster.
High flyers. One of them is looks mod Mandrews, and he's been around for a minute over in TNA.
Gotcha.
Next up, we got Tony Storm versus Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship. I don't see the belt changing hands. I think Tony Storm's going to keep it.
No, Tony Storm is on fire.
Yeah.
And she's Australian. But side note, speaking of Australia, because that Flash Morgan Webster made me think of that, there's a new album coming out on the 30th, Flash Gordon Ramsay Street, by an Australian punk band. So it's just funny.
That's a funny sounding album name.
Yeah, Flash Gordon Ramsay Street.
If we're giving musical shout outs, last week when I was in Austin, I went and saw Harry and the Potters. Anybody who's into wizard rock, check out Harry and the Potters. They invented that shit.
I have heard good things about that.
All right, back to the card. Tony Storm, she's hot. Walter and Tyler Bates. Walter. Anybody else on that? All right, let's take it over.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tyler Bates. Anyway.
All right, so this is what I want to talk about. Moxley's out.
Yep, he got that MRSA.
He got MRSA again.
In his elbow.
And literally, like, faster than a coin flip in a bar. Pac.
Mm-hmm. It was a damn work.
He was
not
coming
a work.
back.
He's legit hurt with that.
No, I'm talking about Pac's whole shit.
Oh,
Pac was going to be a surprise guest any friggin' way, or he was going to be one of Jericho's tag partners. He was on his way. It's just they sped it up because of this shit.
Yeah. Because Moxley had elbow shit already. I guess the MRSA either came back or like something. I don't know the whole story about that. But I was gonna say no, that was legit. But the Pac thing, yeah, I can believe that. But yeah, he was supposed to show up already.
Mm-hmm. So now they're going to
change
just
like
for
thin.
Jericho's going to have LAX or whatever they're going to be called as his tag partners for that show now.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, did anyone watch Kenny's new promo that he cut
I loved
within the last day or so? The one where he was still talking all that shit about Mox and saying, I don't care if you ever come back.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
I was like that.
It built that hype up real quick. And I was wondering when Kenny was going to do something. I felt like it was the Bucks and Cody doing all the promo work. Mm-hmm. And now here he is, and he's just dropping bombs.
Oh, I know. It's like what I think it's going to be. It's going to be one of those situations where I think Mox is going to put Pac over DQ style over Kenny. Like with that nice, not DQ, but interference style, or put Pac over Kenny, so that way it builds that rivalry between Kenny and Mox even more.
Yeah.
That's what I see happening at All Out.
I can see it. Or something happens like, but you know, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to be a little different. They won't. I don't know if they'll do it. I can see it happening, but I don't know if they'd pull that trigger yet. Well, I think they want to keep everything fairly clean.
But with that particular match, because of the whole storyline with Pac not wanting to come over, not wanting to drop to Kenny, if they do an interference, Pac doesn't look weak, Kenny doesn't look weak or stronger. It would suit the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it would make all of that promo work between Kenny and Mox before this unfortunate, circumstance still hold up and keep that rivalry fresh instead of just putting it on the back burner almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because more than likely they're going to pick it back up on the first show. If his elbow's healed enough on that first show, we're going to see that match.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
So my other question is Dark Order or Best Friends?
I want Dark Order over Best Friends. As much as I like Beretta and Chucky T, I'm going to go Dark Order.
I want Dark Order so bad, only because that dude has my name. Stu Grayson.
There you go.
But also, I just love the Dark Order. Like, that fucking gimmick for some reason. Like, just having a bunch of minions come in and they're a fucking bench for you. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. It'd be greater if they carried in a bag of fried chicken so he could eat and drink too. Fucking get it. Maybe some tea. Sweet tea. Done.
We're back again.
Yeah, I need to step it back out. Step it back out. But, like, I will say this. I kind of find, for the women's title, kind of a cop-out, because it's what I was saying, I think, a few weeks back. It's like, you've got one lady who has to go through a goddamn 21-person battle royal to get a shot, and then you've got two people who, it's just like, okay, I just have to beat this one person.
Yeah.
Done.
It's the same thing for the men's belt. I mean, they're doing it the same way. Hangman Page had to go through the Casino Battle Royal to win that, and then Jericho and friggin' Omega. So I mean, it's the same exact.
Yeah,
thing.
that's true. It is the exact same. Maybe
and
it's
we didn't
just
say
the fact
anything
that I don't really know who these other two ladies are, and then you put in the idea that it's Jericho and fucking Omega. Like, that right there is a 21-person challenge. That's just a mindset, though. That's not an excuse.
Because they're saying that'll be on the first show also. They're gonna, that final match for the women's title will be on that first show. Take the card bottom to top. Let's
do it.
one?
All right, let's start off our new favorite triple threat: Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt versus SoCal Uncensored SCU.
I think Lucha and them are going to go over finally.
Me too.
I agree.
I think so, just because of how much shit was talked on this recent BTE. Mm-hmm. Like, I just think what I think is going to happen is they're going to take out Lucha, and then just kind of double team the smaller Jungle Boy and Marco.
Yep.
And then in the end, Lucha's going to do something that turns the tide. Marco's going to somehow do something crazy because he's so small and he does some crazy ass shit. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, and I think Jungle Boy is going to get the win.
I can see that. It'll either be, I feel like it'll either be Jungle Boy or Lucha that gets the pin on it.
Yeah.
I don't think the other one will just yet because he still seems like he's
they haven't done
too new.
He hasn't done anything since All Out, really. Like, he's done, indie stuff. And I think he got injured, actually. I think he got injured there for a bit. I think he broke his leg, I want to say. But you know, he impressed the shit out of me at All Out. I mean, All In. So, you know, fucking. I was excited when he got announced to be with them, and it kind of just fits the theme that there is, like just a odd pairing.
Two boys and their dinosaur.
Yeah. But yeah, I think SoCal's good. Just drop it. Then we got Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Private Party to build the Bucks match.
I think so too.
But I want Angelico and Jack to get some wins.
I'll win. Yeah, they need
something
to get
like they're just fun. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that he did those silly dances in the ring, taking off a jacket, and it was funny as fuck to me. But I don't know. They just impressed me at their few matches, and I would like to see them. But Private Party is who's gonna get the win.
I agree with you on that.
Then we got Riho and Hikaru Shida. We know Riho is Kenny Omega's girl. I think
that's why she's getting the win.
Yeah, I think she'll get the win. I don't think she'll get the title. I think whoever wins the Battle Royale will get the title.
Good segue.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think you're about right. I mean, Riho is probably the one that's going to go over in this match, but whoever wins that Battle Royal, they're going to have a little more steam behind them because they ran the gauntlet, I guess you could say. And then they'll put on just a really, really good match that makes both of them look good, but they're going to give the edge probably to a wrestler that's stateside as the one that came from overseas.
Yes.
I'm not going to agree with you on that. I think Riho.
That's fine. You can be wrong.
I'm wrong a lot. So
I've been talking trash every time you go against me. I just talk trash.
You have room to talk trash because 9.9 times out of 10 you're right.
It's like, well, when I get mine, Grayson, you son of a bitch.
You're gonna get it so bad.
Let Riho fuck around and win the first women's title over in AEW. You will never hear the end of that shit.
Yeah. No. Hey, it's like 20 years from now. Hey, Grayson, remember when Riho won the women's championship?
I called that shit.
Back in 2019? I remember. I fucking called it.
Because I was so right about Mox and every other prediction I've had. You know.
Yep, that's true. So far, have they even announced everyone? I know they announced Roddy Piper's daughter.
Teal Piper, Big Swole, Jazz, Allie. They haven't announced everyone. Evilise is in there.
Yeah, Britt Baker, Yuta, Sakazaki, Ali, Brandy Rhodes, obviously. I would say Awesome Kong and Aja Kong.
I'm surprised they don't have a match between the two of them, like one-on-one.
I feel like it's gonna be Baker.
I can see that. She's gonna get a big push. They've hyped her up a lot, really.
Yeah.
And it's just they haven't really done anything with her yet. So she's due up.
I think it's gonna be her and Brandy at the end, and she's gonna win. I think Brandy's gonna make it towards the end, though. But I don't see them letting Brandy get it. I don't see that ever happening. Not right now.
I don't know about ever. Eventually,
no, not ever. I'm just saying not now. Like, I think she would be a 2020 women's champion, not a 2019.
Let me see. Who do I got winning the Battle Royal? You know what? I got Brandy winning the Battle Royal. Brandy versus Riho. Riho for the win. Yeah, I'll be wrong. But that's where I'm going.
No, for some reason I can still see Brandy, but I think it's gonna be Britt just because of the build up. I think Allie is gonna try and get Brandy to get payback on that, and Brandy's gonna get her, and then it's gonna build up the original Britt Baker, Brandy Rhodes, like two-face storyline, and Britt's gonna win. and go on to the first episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Is that what they finally settled on, Wednesday Night
I
Dynamite?
have no idea. That's just what I've been hearing.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, Wednesday Night Dynamite. Way better than Tuesday Night Titans.
That's a damn lie, but it's really good.
It's better than
It's better than Thursday Night Thunder.
Yes.
give you that.
More like Thirsty Thursday. You guys trying to hard ratings. Alright, so then we got Darby Allin, Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc. I've said this once, I said it before. Darby Allin needs the win. Give it to Darby.
He needs one.
Give Darby win. Darby. Barrel Clash Darby. Allin Darby.
He is getting, like, overshadowed by these other two just because he doesn't have quite the name recognition that they do. And they've both put on, like, pretty stellar matches with other people. And then Allin had his one good match with Cody. And then after that, he's just sort of played second fiddle to everything.
Yeah. Give Darby his due. The dude is great. In my opinion, he's almost AEW's Dolph Ziggler in this way that he sells for people as well. He will sell something and make it look like it was devastating. Oh, I just finger poked you with doom. He's screaming in agony. You killed him. He's dead. It's great.
Yeah, based on his last couple outings, he's probably my favorite wrestler on the roster right now.
Dude, the lady will agree with you right there. She was like, I love Seth Rollins, but Darby Allin's my new favorite. I love Darby Allin. Man, and that's hard to beat Seth Rollins in her eyes.
Going back a couple weeks ago, did anybody check out his wife's video from the match with the tampon?
No.
Okay, so he's married to a female wrestler named Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah.
She had this match against this chick in a bar where she does something with a fucking tampon. It's fucking awesome.
Gross.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh well, whatever.
But if anybody out there who wants to be thoroughly fucking grossed out, Priscilla Kelly versus, I can't remember the chick's name. It had something to do with fish stuff. Now I gotta Google it. I can't remember.
Perfect. While you're Googling that, Cody and Sean Spears.
I think Sean Spears is going to go over.
It's gotta be Sean.
Cody Blanchard.
I feel like it should be Sean.
I do too. If Sean goes over, it's just going to create a better rivalry.
Yeah. If he gets buried, everyone's just gonna go, oh, it's just like Ty Dillinger. He's just gonna be buried.
No, they're going to be just like, oh, this is all the elite. They're the only ones that are ever going to do anything on this. And it's going to burn everybody out really quick.
Okay, I like that more. 60-40 split.
Because that's the one thing that I worry about, is just them kind of...
Always winning.
Yeah, using it as just gratuitous self-promotion.
Yeah.
And not actually promoting any of the other talent.
The chick's name was Tuna.
Jesus Christ.
This chick also did a spot where she pukes on Joey Ryan's junk.
Oh, that was her? I saw that.
That's Darby Allin's wife.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She's friggin' awesome. I dig her.
Give her a dare class round of applause.
Clappa clap.
Clappa clappa.
I would like to go to California just to catch one of Joey Ryan's bar wrestling shows.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I would love it.
I want to see his documentary.
What's the title of this documentary? Tell me it's a giant dick joke.
For some reason, I'm blanking on it. And all I'm thinking about is, for some reason, Matt Cross has a documentary I want to watch. And I want to watch Girl on the Third Floor, CM Punk's movie. But it's This Is Wrestling, the Joey Ryan story.
What is it? I feel like I saw Matt Cross mentioned in something recently.
He's in a movie, or Matt Cross? He's either in a movie or it was a documentary. I can't remember a movie.
I don't know. I thought it was some match that was getting promoted.
Oh, he's the old wrestling champion of like 2,138 days. So like all of his matches are hyped up for old wrestling in I think it's Ohio. Yeah. But that's like the only place he wrestles in the underwear briefs rather than pants. He deserves it. Matt Cross is my favorite wrestler.
Son of Havoc.
Yes.
God, he's so good. He's the nicest fucking dude in the world.
He was really nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were there when I talked to him at All In. Yeah. He is just outrageously nice. I saw him at Fest. He wrestles at Fest. I gave him a bunch of fucking punk rock download codes that I had stored up. He's just a cool dude. He took pictures. All that. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just like that. And that's what, like, people are like, he needs to get signed to all this and that and all this. And I'm just like, dude, that dude's like a nomad. I don't see him getting, like, tied down ever.
If he did anything, he'd probably do best if he was, like, with NWA or something, one of the traveling promotions.
Yeah. Because, like, he goes all over the place. Like, Europe, Canada, I think he just got back from, like, Ireland and shit, too. Like, he's always traveling doing his wrestling shit.
Yeah.
That dude is a worker.
Mm-hmm.
God. And he just, fun fact, motherfucker was in a video game before John Cena. Take that.
Really?
Take that, John Cena. Yeah, he was in one of those backyard wrestling games before John Cena even debuted in a movie. I mean, in a game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Matt Cross been doing it for a minute.
Him dog 20 dog.
Son of Havoc.
Legend.
He'll always be
Powerbomb, that's it. A feature thriller about wrestling. So it's a movie, I think.
Speaking of which, what's his face? Stephen Amell, they're going to be doing a show on Stars. I think it was a wrestling show starring Stephen Amell. It's called Heels.
I'm okay with this because I thought he did good in the ring at All In.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he did real good. And I still need to talk myself into picking up the Vigilante Club t-shirt before it disappears from all the Hot Topics.
It's on the clearance rack now, so you may have missed your chance.
No, I mean I see it at mine. I haven't paid attention to whether it's in my size or not.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I need to scoop that up before too long or something.
I need to see if this movie is on DVD or Blu-ray and buy it instantly. Okay.
So next match, where are we at?
We just did Cody and Sean Spears, Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks in the ladder match.
Lucha's going over.
Lucha's going over. I think
Ray
still,
Phoenix
but Ray
injured.
Phoenix just had a leg injury. That's right.
Yeah.
And so who knows? No one knows how bad it is. I think they've been playing it safe with him, and he's just been doing standard wrestling and then takedown and kind of like punches or something, but not as much of the high flying or risque business. Maybe it's just a minor thing, and they're just keeping it light so he's good for this, or it could be something a little bigger. But I don't see the Bucks winning.
I don't either.
I don't know. Something about it doesn't make sense if they did.
Unless they win it and then lose it on the first show.
Yeah.
Then it's just going to be a hot
almost
potato.
make it pointless.
And we don't need to see Lucha and the Bucks again.
Mm-hmm. But it's a good match. Here's my thought process on this, and I'll be wrong again.
Hell, with this one, man, I might let you be right.
Yeah, because if Ray Phoenix is truly injured, they're not going to be able to give the fans the kind of match that they want to give them. Yeah. And both of these teams are about the fans. If he's as injured as some people are saying, the Bucks take it. Let Ray Phoenix heal up until the October premiere, put the belts back on the line for the October premiere show and have them have a 5-star match.
Well, I
with
thought
a
the
healed
October
Ray
premiere
Phoenix.
already had Bucks and Private Party.
Does
I
it?
think so. I'm not 100%, but I feel like I've heard that as well.
Well, shit, then I'm wrong even before I started. Woohoo!
I'm
New
also
record!
I'm also trying to avoid knowing anything about this show before I go into it.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen if you're on this podcast.
I know, but it is what it is.
You might want to take a few sick days.
I haven't missed an episode yet. Shush.
I have.
I know.
But yeah, the Private Party and the Young Bucks in the first episode of whatever Wednesday Night Dynamite or whatever they decide to call it. Yeah. So that's why I was thinking the Young Bucks will actually take the loss here to build it up as in, fuck, we dropped this shit and now we have to go to Private Party on a loss. We need to step our game up. They're that type
motivating factor for them, like
that type of story arc.
Yeah, they've played it too easy and they've been resting on their laurels and everything, fucking around too much, and so they've got to show that they're still the best of the best.
Yep. And then we got Best Friends in the Dark Order. We already said Dark Order because Dark Order is Dark Order and Dark Order is great.
Yep.
Pac and Omega.
I've already said my thoughts on it. I believe it's going to be Pac via interference from Moxley to build up a better conflict later on between, honestly, all three of them.
Yeah.
Agree.
I can believe that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. And plus, I feel like it would draw some people in a little bit, and the fact that, the whole drama with Pac kind of let it show that, that was water under the bridge. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But then we got Paige and Jericho, and so I've already said I think it's going to be Jericho. And I think it's going to debut his mystery partners, and it's going to be LAX, and they're going to do something that causes him to win the title.
I can see it. I'm still going, even against the logic, I'm going to go Hangman.
I'll be wrong there. I'll be wrong there with you, Will.
Yeah, I'm going to lean more towards Hangman, even though logic says major title-wise, Hangman's still too green.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of good work, but in terms of, star power to really promote a major title, I still feel like he's too green to do it.
Here's my other reason. Well, actually, no, John, you go. You were trying to...
Well, I was going to say that on being the elite, they've been making that same point that Will's making, that he's too green to carry the title, so on and so forth. And for that reason, that they're paying that much attention to it, I think they're going to go with it. This promotion is supposed to be the future of wrestling. Adam Page is the future. Jericho, while I love him to death, even though my band's not fucking opening up for him, he's still relevant, but he's not the future of wrestling. Page is.
That's why I feel like it's going to be Jericho, in the sense that he'll get it. So, it draws the viewers in because everyone knows who Jericho is. They need to come out hard because they want their champion on that first episode. And that's part of the reason why I think he's going to get it, because he's already announced for the tag match, and they don't need to have a championship match on that first episode to draw away from the women's title. So that's why they've got him in the tag match already, preemptively. So it's like, this champ's already been crowned. On the first episode, the women's champ is going to be crowned. And then on near the big, I think the Charlotte episode, is that the episode that's going to have the tag crowned, or was that the week before?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. But regardless, I don't see the heavyweight title being anything of true significance on that first episode outside of a gloating, here I am, I'm the champion Jericho, getting ready to do my tag battle against these guys with my homies.
My homies.
Aquabats to AEW confirmed.
Yes. Aquabats to AEW confirmed.
You can't beat the Bat Commander. He will dab you to death.
Death dabs.
Death dabs. Stealth mode.
Still miss Baron Von Tito.
I know.
Okay, I actually have the first day card. Cody versus Sammy Guevara, Kenny and the Young Bucks versus Jericho and his mystery partners.
After Will said he didn't want to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Well,
He already knows about these three. I mean, we've already talked about Sammy and Cody.
Yep.
Kenny and the Bucks and Jericho, the women's title. You know that shit. So, there you go.
I still wish I was going. That's history. I was all in though, so I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm glad I was at that one too. That one was totally worth it. Even though we wound up with shit seats, the shit seats were still pretty good.
Yeah, I was fine with it. I mean, I could see everything. I met Andre from the league.
Mm-hmm.
You did? Weird. That was kind of weird. So,
Yep.
But mainly just looked at his phone. But he kind of talked. His friend talked a lot, and he was cool. He's really fun. So, yeah, that was all. That was cool. Starcast 1 was kind of a joke in the platinum wristband variety.
Yeah, what a jip.
Yeah, that was a jip that year. I heard it did get better, which is good, but
doesn't do me any good. I wasn't fucking there for any of the better part.
Did you ever get a refund on the animal beating?
I don't think I did.
I don't think I did either.
Going back to what we talked about earlier, Bucks and Private Party. That's going to be round 1 in the tag team tournament at the Boston show.
Gotcha.
Which is also going to have Mox versus Spears.
That'll be good.
Yeah. They've on the AEW site, they got a bunch of stuff up. First defense of the AEW championship is going to take place at the show in Philly. First defense of the women's title is going to be on that Philly card.
Yeah, I was just sad that even though I'm going to the first one, it's like none of the good matches are happening on that first one.
It's the build-up. Come on, man. Everyone knows the pilot episode's never that great.
I know, it's true, but
except for Rick and Morty. That was great.
Except for Rick and Morty.
All right, guys. Well, I think that covered almost everything, right?
I feel like we've probably covered just about everything. I mean, we got our...
we got a really good tangent of fried chicken. That was a really good spot.
And remember, WoW Women in Wrestling is returning, so we'll start talking about those matches also.
Glow Season 3, we might as well watch that. Start dropping our bits of insight on it. Who knows what's happening on the next episode?
I just love the fact that Carlito's in there. I miss Carlito as a wrestler, in-ring performer, and he's on the show, and I love it.
If they wanted to get Primo and Epico over, they should have just sucked it up and brought Carlito.
I agree 1,000%. Every time I get a WWE game, I download or I create Carlito, and I put the three of them together. Every time.
Nice.
It spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Oh, Carlito.
Caribbean cool Carlito, Will.
Either way. Oh, Carlito.
But, alright, so I guess that's it. Anything else? Anyone got any fun bits of knowledge they want to spout?
No. I can't think of anything other than I would almost guarantee I'm going to say by May of next year, El Phantasmo is going to be the junior heavyweight champ in Japan.
You're a bold kid, Will. Bold kid. I can believe it. I can see it. He fucking hell of a showing in the Super J-Cup, so you never know. I mean, or they could pull an Osprey and have you be awesome, and then just drop you like a hot sack of bricks.
So we're gonna go back an hour and a half because I'm watching SmackDown right now, and Shelton Benjamin just came out and called Chad Gable Shorty.
Oh, God damn it. All right, that's it. Shorty G gonna call the episode. That's it.
Shorty G.
If you have any brain left, do not watch WWE anymore. They've ruined everything good about anyone with talent. And Shorty G is just another item on the list of what the fuck.
Agreed.
Oh, God, Jesus. Okay, so, fuck. G. Shouty G. They should have said Shouty.
Shouty.
But, I don't... King.
All right, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Thank you guys for listening to Post to Post podcast this week. I'm looking forward to next week's show so we can find out exactly how fucking wrong I am.
And if you're not down with that, we've got 3 words for you. Deal with it.
Yeah. Deal with it. Oh.
Bye.
Man.
Peace!